Warning! All Podunk Punks content on all social media videos and websites are intended for your entertainment. However, if you are the type who is easily offended, please find the nearest plastic bag and promptly drape it over your head. We engage in satire, give crude commentary, curse, and, well, you get the gist. We're not saints. We're the Podunk Punks. And if you like our shit, be sure to subscribe.
Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Anyway, so, good news. Good news. Have you heard about how financially fucked Milo has been lately?
Well, no.
Bum 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 bum.
Let it do it. Milo womp womp.
Alright.
Let me zoom in because this is fucking tiny.
Shit. Okay. Womp womp. It's been. Ooh, Serena Williams. That's not a good freeze frame of her. She looks like she's right in the middle of saying shit.
She looks like she's taking a shit.
Shit.
She looks
Shit.
like she's making a duke.
Shit. It's been almost 2 years since Milo Yiannopoulos fell from what counts as grace on the far right. Before that, his future looked bright. He had a lucrative book deal with Simon & Schuster, who was scheduled to speak at Conservative Political Action Conference, and he was giddily giving white supremacists cover to recruit on college campuses in the name of free speech. Despite his self-styled edginess, Yiannopoulos lost all that when he made comments that sounded like support for pedophilia, an opinion that wasn't what, we know what he did on Joe Rogan and the Drunken Peasants. Since then, he's only bubbled up into the news when he sued Simon & Schuster for pulling his book deal, when he hilariously represented himself and his editor's notes on his book. When he hilariously represented himself and his editor's notes on his book were made publicly. They were not kind. Real quick, pause right there. Pull up the other article.
Okay.
This is the editor's notes. This is the editor's notes in the book. Are you ready for this shit?
Editor's notes on Milo Yiannopoulos' self-published book are delightfully savage.
Just scroll down to the tweets. So this is the editor. I went to New York County Clerk's website and found this filing. It includes... this isn't the editor. This is somebody. It includes the entire manuscript with all the editor's notes as Exhibit B. So here we go. See if I can zoom in enough to read it. Can you zoom in on the tweet a little bit? Here we go. Comment A11 here.
Yeah.
Okay. Citations needed. No, this does not show this at all. Gratuitous. I will not accept the manuscript that labels an entire class of people mentally ill. This is not the time or place for another black dick joke.
Wow.
Leave cuck out of it here. Keep scrolling.
Delete irrelevant and superfluous ethnic joke.
Superfluitous.
Superfluid.
I hate that word.
Superfluid.
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 Stupid. Dupe. Scoop a poop and loop the dupe.
Dead on a diver.
No basis to say this. Delete entire chapter. The book is better overall without hitting these ugly people notes in the other chapters, and better overall by deleting this one. All this pop psychology is hogwash. You can't say ugly people are drawn to the left. Have you ever seen people at a Trump rally? I love it.
Jesus fuck.
It just shows that all Milo...
entire chapter.
You know, when Milo said that he was a provocateur, he was right. And that's all he is, and that all he does is fling shit, and he doesn't care whether or not it's real or whatever. He just cares that it sticks.
It seems like he just says the shit.
Let's leave
fecal waste analogies out of this chapter. Stick with virgins. Perverts is unnecessary. Absurd name calling. The use of two-faced backstabbing bitch.
Something your overall point. Then the frustration starts creeping in. No, delete. Ugh. These gratuitous... The entire paragraph is just repeating fake news. There was no blood, no semen, there was no Satanism. Delete. Makes your points with comments like this. Let me see here. This entire section is the most poorly thought out section in the book. If you want to make a case for gay men going back into the closet and marrying women just to have children, you're going to have to employ a lot more intellectual rigor than you use here. This just doesn't make any sense. That does not necessarily follow.
I really want to know what the fuck she's talking about.
Avoid parenthetical insults. They just diminish your authority. Throughout the book, your best points seem to be lost in a sea of self-aggrandizement and scattershot thinking.
Damn.
This chapter needs a stronger finish. This is definitely more of your narcissism.
Damn, bro.
Dude, keep going.
Savage.
Gets in the way. Okay, this is not the time for another black dick joke, dumb joke, not work the week joke. Okay, so exit out of that.
That is pretty fucking savage.
So let's scroll down here.
Editor said that shit.
Scroll down past Serena Williams. My dad always told me I was gonna be a professional. Milo Yiannopoulos is reportedly $2 million in debt.
Jeez.
That includes, according to The Guardian, $1.6 million to his own company, $400,000 to the Mercers, his billionaire one-time backers, and $153,215 to his former lawyers, $76,574 to former collaborator and Breitbart writer Alam Bukhari, and $20,000 to the luxury jewelry brand Cartier. Dude, he is so fucked. But you know what? His dumb fucking fans will get him out.
Probably, more than likely.
They'll donate him the money necessary to get him out. All you gotta do is just make a YouTube video begging for shit. Guys, I'm in a little bit of trouble, and I really could use your help. You see, I can't even do his fucking accent.
Really, it's really hard.
But
I really want you to do. I really need some help.
what are you doing?
Dude, look, whenever,
Dude,
we just got a Cockney, and that's it.
dude, I was watching. So I went to
He's gay.
I went to the well, yeah, I went to the Cockney.
Got a Cockney in, dude.
I went to the movies and saw that new Robin Hood film. Yeah, there's a new Robin Hood.
Another one?
Yeah, another one.
Okay.
And fucking the opening just reminded me of Dylan and his fucking Cockney voice, dude.
What are you doing?
There once was a man. His name was Robin of Locksley. He was
There once was a man. Hold on, let me see if I can get my Cockney down. There once was a man. Nah, that's not it.
So you just say there once was a man named Robin of Locksley who was the best bandit in all of England.
There once was a man named Robin of Coxley.
Locksley.
Coxley. Like Coxley.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I just don't know where to put it.
He also owes money to a rogue gallery of other right-wingers,
Wangers.
including the anti-Muslim zealot Pamela Geller. All of this is from documents reviewed by The Guardian. Documents show Yiannopoulos demanding money from the promoters for his living expenses, medical bills for himself and his husband, and payment for his employees, on top of sums that the promoters claimed they had already transferred to him.
That's because he's not making any money because he's not writing anything groundbreaking again.
So the
Apparently
promoters
everything is just fucking shit.
So the promoters just gave him money, and now he just owes everyone shit. At one point, he attempts to negotiate the transfer of more funds from his former promoters, brothers Ben and Dan Spiller. Yiannopoulos remarks in the message that I am less financially secure, more panicked and stressed, and more miserable than when we started. Wow, that's a really long way of saying my life fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And then he returned his wedding ring to Cartier to wipe out the debt he had with them.
Goddamn, bro.
Good. Fuck you, man. Piece of shit.
Look at this tweet by Joe Bernstein.
Almost every source who has ever talked to me about Milo Yiannopoulos has done so because they were pissed he didn't pay them. As of April 2018, Yiannopoulos had 1.6 yada yada yada. Okay, already what we read through. Liberals who buy into Yiannopoulos' bad faith arguments for free speech, the only way to defeat his punchy bigotry is to validate it with debate. with debate should take note when Yiannopoulos made his pedophilic-friendly comments, his conservative patrons and audience didn't invite him to a public forum to weigh the pros and cons of what he said. They dropped him without hesitation, no platform. He was no longer a provocative, popular figure with even a slight bit of influence. It's the same hole that Alex Jones is falling into now that InfoWars is off Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and all that Jones can do to get attention now these days is literally yell at Marco Rubio in public.
I don't know, dude, like, Alex Jones has some crazy fucking... Like, Milo might have some crazy fans, but they're not, like, Alex Jones fans crazy.
Yeah, he's got the conspiracy crowd, and they're nuts.
Like, I wouldn't even really go as far as saying that Alex Jones is falling into a hole, because he's still kind of, like...
He got that clan.
He's still got that clan, dude.
Yeah.
He's got that InfoWars clan.
They rely on attention to ideologically thrive. They also need it just to financially survive. Taking their megaphones remains the best way to mitigate the damage they've already done. So they're saying deplatforming these guys is the best way to get them off the shit.
Well, deplatforming people...
Well, they said getting them off of Twitter and shit like that. Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
I mean, deplatforming people is not good.
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
I don't know. I mean,
I mean, he has every right to say what he says.
If
same thing with fucking Alex Jones. He has every right to say what he says, but like, I mean, you don't have to agree with it. Mm-hmm. It might be crazy fucking bullshit half the time. It might be anti-Semitic. It might be racist, but. I mean, okay, maybe he doesn't have the right to say racist shit because that's still technically a
hate
crime.
Speech and all that.
It's still hate speech, but it's like it doesn't matter because if he's not harming anybody, I don't like that's just
see it all funnels.
That's what a platform is for.
It all funnels into what I was saying earlier about the ambiguity around not being able to stamp out certain things before they start. Like the whole point of deplatforming somebody is, like they said, the only way they can thrive is through attention. And they are very influential people. People like Milo, people like Alex Jones, people like Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
They're all very influential people. And thus, again, they hold a lot of influence over people.
Yeah.
Like, they have huge crowds. And so, it's not like you're going around to the common man and ripping out their YouTube channel or whatever. But if you have, like, 1 million followers and you're disseminating stuff that's, like really genuinely awful garbage that's inciting violence and all that. Because, remember, Milo did say shit about pedophilia. So, I mean, I don't know.
That's the thing is, like, I feel like there's a difference between. I mean, there is a difference between action and words, but I feel like if it's just stupid nonsense talking that isn't really harming people, you know, like, is it really like it's fucked up to say that gays should like fucking Yiannopoulos said in those notes. Like, it's fucked up to say the gays should go into the closet and just marry to have kids and then pretend not to be gay. It's fucked up. But people who follow that, it's the same as people following Jordan Peterson and shit like that.
Well, you know, here's the thing.
He has the right to say it. I don't think that's hateful.
People have the right to say things. I agree. People have a right to free speech. However, I think that there's a degree of nuance that needs to be added into the situation. Like, if we're going to move forward into a progressive new realm, I think there is a degree of nuance that needs to take into account your level of influence over other people. If you and I say something stupid as, you know, an obvious joke, whatever, or let's say, not even you and I, let's say there's a podcast out there that has like 50 fucking followers and it's just disseminating the worst of the worst garbage. Like, it's saying like, hey everybody, welcome to the blacks suck and Jews should be killed podcast. Hello. You know, they have 1 or 2 fucking followers, whatever. Free speech is free speech. However,
it's the moment that they get that momentum.
Let me put it this way. It equates to being outside with a megaphone and yelling into the public when you have a certain amount of followers, because it's like everything you say has this huge impact amongst this huge amount of people.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
So you should be held to a little bit higher of a standard. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's still one of those things where I just feel like the people who follow Milo are going to follow Milo until he says something they don't like.
Well, that's actually, but that's the thing. Now that he doesn't have, now that he's like losing his book deals and shit like that, like he's losing a lot of money, he doesn't have enough money to fund his own shit, so now he's gonna have to suck it up like everyone else, get a fucking desk job somewhere and fucking work it out for his own big boy self.
Go back to fucking writing articles like columns and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna have to, bro. You're still gonna be a writer anyway.
Yeah,
change your name, make a pen name.
Yeah, I mean,
dumb fuck.
A lot of people have a lot of strong opinions about deplatforming. I don't like deplatforming. Like, okay, like, let me put it this way. If they deplatformed Kevin Hart from Twitter for his tweet a long time ago or some shit, I think that would be fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Just like, I mean, do you still think that it's fucked up that he can't do the Oscars?
I think that's a little fucked up. I think it's a little harsh.
I think it's pretty harsh.
Yeah.
Because what? That tweet was like from 2014.
And he's a pretty like vanilla comedian nowadays. Like he
went from he did the Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Basically. He's got no edge anymore.
Yeah, like
he's pretty friendly. Like he's pretty His
household.
So I don't know why they jumped on him, but whatever. They'll find somebody new. It sucks for him. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the average person shouldn't be deplatformed for something obviously stupid. But when you're constantly, like, Milo Yiannopoulos, yeah, he objectively pushed pedophilia. Yeah. He said pedophilia was a good force for him. And when you have that many followers and what you say can affect them, some people are going to hear that and go, maybe.
That's like Tom Cruise saying that Scientology did everything for him. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, that's more of a religious thing.
I know, but it's still that whole thing of pushing.
Yeah,
like he's pushing Scientology on people, like Milo was pushing pedophilia on people. But I don't want to come out as like I think that. No, it's not that I don't think people like Nazis shouldn't be deplatformed or something like that. But it's still. I still think people have the right. I mean, like, protesting has nothing to do with it. I still think people have the right to protest regardless of what they're protesting. Right. I don't think you should be able to protest like Nazism and shit like that.
Right.
That's stupid as fuck. But I'm also not saying go and punch a Nazi in the face.
If you have influence and you're preaching an objectively hateful ideology, I'd say you don't deserve a platform.
Agreed.
Like, let me put it this way. If it has been something that has been historically debated and it's done and over with, for example, slavery, women not having the right to vote, like, all that shit, it's done and over with. Yeah, so if you preach that, you don't get a platform. Like, why do we need to circle around back to those conversations that have already been had? There's no point. We're not moving backwards.
If fucking, I don't know, what the fuck is his name? Oh my god. If Jimmy Carter just decided, like, hey, I'm a fucking old bitch, and I'm turning to dust anyway.
I got no fucks to give. I'm going to go full racist man at the Thanksgiving table.
I'm going to run for fucking office again.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind.
He goes, I'm going to run for fucking office again, and comes out and says, women, I'm going to make sure women can't vote. Yeah, get down.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're not. Yeah, okay. You're kind of fucking up, bro.
Somebody push him over. Somebody take the broomstick out of his ass so that way he can sit down.
Just sit him on a cliff, turn the safeties off of his wheelchair, and just
let nature take its course.
Let nature take its course.
Let gravity take its course. I just imagine him going like, oh no. And then like falling forward, and then it pans out and it's a cliff, and he's just like,
I think Jimmy Carter wants to die.
Dude, if I was Jimmy Carter, I'd want to
fucking die.
Kill me, please.
He just fall like.
What? You said more food? You want me to feed you? Kill me, please.
Honestly, dude, if like he fell over that cliff, he'd probably be like, "Thank you, God."
And the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Fucking yeah. So we're in an agreement. It depends on how much influence you have and what kind of shit you're preaching.
Yeah, sometimes we get into talks like that where it's just like we both agree with each other, but it's just one of those.
We need to sort out the details.
But yeah, I don't want to give the impression that I think that Nazis should have the fuck. Sometimes I like to play devil's advocate. Though.
Yeah. No, I agree. No, free speech. I'm all for it, and if you're the average fucking person and you feel a certain traditional fucking way, whatever. I mean, it's not whatever, but I still fuck you, but I get it. I don't get it, but I understand it's a thing. I don't know how else to put it, but
we understand people can be fucked up.
Yeah, we understand people can be fucked up, and they gotta get out what they gotta get out so that they don't fucking shoot their neighbor or whatever, so their pent-up little aggression doesn't fucking get the best of them.
Right. So I think that's all we got.
Jesus. Well, actually...
What we got?
I did have one thing to kind of...
2 hours and 12 minutes.
2 hours and 12 minutes?
2 hours and 12 minutes.
Alright, can I just bring it up on a happy note?
What?
Go into... the metal folder.